I don't like cannibalism. That's a really weird sentence to say. I'm not a fan of cannibalism. When we last left Urtuk, couldn't find the scene I wanted to switch to for a moment. Apologize for that. We last left Urtuk. We're on stream 2 here. And we were doing okay. We're not quite that deep. I mean, we still have a while to go, but we could possibly be in a position to fight the first boss in the near future. I don't think we're that close yet. Gonna get clobbered by the boss all night long? Yeah, that's not out of the realm of possibility. It's not out of the realm of possibility. I wanted to try and come up with more parody lyrics, but I honestly just couldn't. Mostly because I was doing other stuff. Like, there's a bunch of stuff, real life stuff that I had to take care of. And also editing for various videos, specifically like last night's stream. So, we have control of this village. We just did our upgrades. We're kind of light on mutators at this point. We're pretty light on mutators. We do have a weaponsmith here, which will be important. Just kind of reminding ourselves where we last stood. These are hard. I don't know how tough this guy is. These are all hard, which is not really encouraging. Now, there's 2 fights here, so one of them could be okay. What I'm doing on some of my other playthroughs, offline playthroughs, is basically I'm trying to take every single fight. Like, there doesn't seem to be an upper limit, like if you take too long, Urtuk dies or something. That doesn't seem to be the case. So I'm trying to take every fight in escalating difficulty order, so that way, you know, we're not biting off more than we can chew, and we're leveling everybody up appropriately. I'm kind of okay with our comp right here. I'd love to swap out one of these guys. I think there's other options, but we really just want to have as large of a roster as possible, so that way we can field whatever's appropriate for the particular fight. So here, we're gonna try and fight these beasts. It does always mention a large lumbering monstrosity in the description, but typically it's, you know, a number of them. I think the intent is that this guy's an elite, and then I think this guy's an elite. Yeah, so taking a moment for that. I still need to watch the Dragon Evo stream, but I suspect I won't get into Dragon Evo, because buying into a game with card leveling seems kind of bad, seems not very new player friendly. So I did call that out on the stream. It was only a brief part, and we didn't get a lot of details, but it sounds as though the card leveling system hasn't fully been ironed out yet by the devs. And if you want to wait for the truncated stream, I'm going to put it up on YouTube next week, unless you want to watch the whole thing. And you can see it in the Twitch VOD. What they described last night was that right now there's roughly going to be 20 levels. But I did today bring up in their Discord officially and said, hey, one of the thoughts that we had last night was, how are new players going to catch up? Because if I've been playing for a while, like 6 months from now, let's say, game is fully live, and whether they do a reset or not, pick an arbitrary time frame. If someone joins the game then, and you have players that have been playing for a while, that new person is going to get absolutely crapped on for a while. And I started to think about this on the stream last night, but more afterwards, and I was thinking about it because I honestly didn't even think about the card leveling until it came up. And yeah, I'm a little concerned about that, so I'm anxious to see where they go with it and how they deal with it, because I'd like to believe that had come up, right? Like, they can't possibly have... That never crossed their mind. I just don't know what the answer is. Maybe if they weren't so anti-microtransaction, people could buy into leveling. Yeah, maybe if they weren't so anti-microtransaction, people could buy into level. I think that is a viable option. I don't know. Like, I can respect being, like super anti-microtransaction. It logically makes sense. Like, but at the same time, there are clearly drawbacks. Especially in this sort of game. Like, when we're talking about a card game, they are inherently, they pretty much always have microtransactions. You buy packs. Now, you can make the argument that that's not good, and that's a completely valid argument to make. But that doesn't mean that that wasn't how things were, or are, for that matter. I was thinking about trying to boop this guy into the pit, which I'm still going to do, I think. We probably could have killed him, but this is going to be faster, obviously. So those guys have Stalwart inherently, which means I can't flip them, push them, or pull them unless it's a ram. So these guys are unique. The footmen. Or, are these spearmen? No, these are footmen. Alright, so you can actually hit this guy. We're going to do this. But yeah, there's a number of ways that I think the situation could be addressed for that game, but until we know more, like right now we don't even really have any details as to how all of it functions, or how quickly, because maybe, you can catch up real fast. That doesn't seem to be the case, but it might be. We're going to flip this guy. Get flipped! Get flipped! I have to apologize, my voice is kind of giving out on me, and my throat's kind of sore. Alright, we're going to leap on the range guy. Unfortunately, that poisons him. And he's also on a bad hex because he's in mud. We're just raising things here because we can. Maybe some kind of system wherein they give you enough free stuff for just playing win or lose. You can build up a reasonable amount of time, but that will remove the grind for everyone to some extent. That isn't necessarily gaining new player retention as much as shifting the demographic. I think it does cause problems, like we were saying, with new players. I think it's a little weird to gate the cards at all. You know what I mean? Like, it's nice to have, like, something you can unlock, something to gain. It's like, okay, I'm playing and I'm earning something. That's a feel-good, filling bars. The Skinner box thing. But at the same time, it's weird to have it gated at all. It's like, I bought this thing, just give it to me. Especially in a card game where the different cards or different aspects absolutely matters. Like, it absolutely matters that you have access to new cards or better cards. But like I said, I posed the question in their Discord, and we'll see what they say. Can we ram this thing? No, because it's not a straight line, so we can't ram it. Instead, we're just going to advance everybody as best we can. Take the 100% shot, obviously. So we can leap. Actually, we can just walk here. Save some stamina, and then we can bonk this guy. Get bonked! Unfortunately, we're probably going to lose that villager. I just don't see a way that we're protecting him enough. We can go here. We might be able to keep this guy off of everyone if we ram him, but I think he's just going to be able to get to us. And by us, I mean the villagers. Oh, maybe not. I expected him to be able to move closer and then hit this villager down here. But it looks like they're content to actually just come after us, which is fine in this scenario. In this particular scenario, we're perfectly fine with that. So we're going to move up, get our 100% shot. And then we'll bonk this guy. There we go. Or we don't need to. Victory! But other than that, we're doing good. Okay, so we saved some of the poor villagers. With their help, they were able to extract some flesh from the fallen beast. So we got extra flesh, which is good. I don't think we've run into werewolves on this run yet, but if we end up with a werebeast, we have a repository of flesh. But we did get rare steel Javelins, that's good. I don't like cannibalism. That's a really weird sentence to say. I'm not a fan of cannibalism. As a mutator, it just doesn't seem great. It's kind of one of those, like, I'd rather just not have my guys die. Bloodlust, however, could be a big deal. Bloodlust could be a big deal, because delivering the killing blow is obviously something we want to do anyway. So, we're going to try and liberate these villages here. Capture these villages. I'm hoping it's a party size of 9. Which is a little concerning. So Andor the Judge is somebody else. It's another, like, special mini-boss that we can fight. Or I guess it's not really a mini-boss, it's a boss. We'll give this guy Bloodlust for now. That may be more information than I wanted to know, Atona. I'm going to pretend I never saw that. Alright, so we'll take this fight first. There's a bandit raiding party. We'll take this fight and then move into here, get a little more experience. I don't know if we're going to get a level out of this, but we can try. There's beasts here. Oh, so this guy's on our team. Huh, that guy's on our team. That would be awesome if this guy joined our team, because I've never had one of these guys before. Here are the bandit raiding party, but here are the beasts. I wonder if they're going to fight. We must have tripped an event that I forgot about that is causing the beasts to appear. We'll set these guys up here. We don't have any auto kill pits here. I mean, we do down here, but we're not going to get there anytime soon. So we're just going to block this off. Nope. Select the Blood Knight. There we go. Okay. So now we're good. We need your help. We were hiding from bandits, but they found us. Please drive them back. They will come from the south in 3 waves. Perhaps we can use... So these guys can modify the terrain, and basically we want to try and set up like a moat so that they can't quite get to us. We have 4 turns to prepare. Hopefully the beasts go south and start attacking these guys, and we don't have to worry about it, but I'm confident that's not going to be the case. Alright, so unfortunately, we already have to rearrange things. You can't hit this guy, but we can do this. He doesn't have enough stamina to do anything now, but we can rearrange from here. So we'll swap. We'll swap. We'll go here, and we'll chop this guy, just so that we have enough room to do everything we want to do. We should get him. Yep, we'll bonk him. So we'll set up our front line here. Actually, I don't want to do that. I'm hoping that we don't aggro the guys in the south. Yeah, there we go. So if we got closer, I think we would have aggroed them. And that's why I was trying to avoid it. So these guys will engage over there, which is perfectly fine. This guy has immobilizing critical, stalwart, and engaging strike. So I'm pleased with those. Plus, he's not actually part of the team, so we don't need him as much. So these guys can only lower terrain. And he can't lower this one, which is a little annoying. So if we go over here... The game plan is, like I said, just kind of build a moat here so that way... We probably could have gotten this spot, but that's okay. We'll move him over here. Try and set up as much of an advantageous geography as we possibly can. We'll get these guys up front. Eventually, we'll just retreat them, but for now, it's fine. Alright, so we lower that. We go here. We can't lower it so much that they cannot advance, they being the bad guys, but we can still do it a little bit. And then we can also trap the low ground here. We probably will be able to lower this, so I'm not going to put any more traps. No, we can't lower that. I'm a little surprised that we can't. We can lower that. So we can set up these choke points, like I said. Which is, you know, as you'd expect, probably a sound practice in this scenario. We're going to get our front line in the front line. At least somewhat. This guy's going to have to go down here. I don't know that I necessarily want him that far up, but we'll take it for now. So this also will bring up burning oil because we've dug deep enough. So we're just going to spread out a little bit. Obviously, this guy's going to start attacking, but that's fine. We're going to take the scenic route here. Can we drop any of this? We can drop this. And we'll lower that as... That's probably as low as we can get it. This guy here... Oh, he has no more charges. So we'll get high ground. We actually can't reach this guy, which is a little annoying. That's okay. We'll get him anyway. We'll get him anyway. We're just going to swap everybody. We need to reposition that guy anyway. I'm not real worried about this guy, for obvious reasons. So now... We probably don't have enough swaps to actually get to this guy, so he's just kind of stuck. But this guy can absolutely leap here, clobber him. So we'll get you up front. At this point, this guy, yeah, he's going to have to take the scenic route. We'll fill this all up with oil as they try to advance. He doesn't have any more charges, right? No, not for this turn. We do need to get that other villager out because our victory spoils is absolutely based on how many survive. That's important. We got to make sure that they live. And we also got to get him out of the burning oil. Spread these guys out a little bit. We're going to raise these two spots eventually. But for now, we're stuck with what we got. Yeah, get out of the oil. I'm surprised because this is a higher elevation, but I guess it's the same as these. This guy can go in the back. He's much more mobile, so we can bring him out when we're ready. They can't get... Well, they can get around this way, but it's going to be much more challenging for them. So now we just wait. I think. We go here. We'll lower that. I mean, now that they're engaged with this thing, it's buying us a little more time. There are going to be other waves, like they were saying, so... And here they come. The range guy is really the only one that matters, for the most part. We don't really care about the rest. And he's out of charges. That's a little unfortunate. But we'll get these guys in position. This guy can charge here. So I think we're going to do that. Apparently his charge does not knock back. That's a little annoying. We probably don't want to be out this far either, because we can't support ourselves with the range characters. So this is kind of aggressive. By kind of, I mean it's very aggressive. We'll just stick this guy in the back. He's probably not even going to get used at this stage. We'll swap and run him out of here. Like I said, I want to protect these guys, ensure that we're getting max spoils at the end. Alright, so that guy got crit. He might die. So we want to back up here. Probably want to back up here. So that way our range guys can support. As it is, we're just going to have to take the shots we can get. So we don't have automatic criticals on that guy yet. That's as far as he can go, which is unfortunate. So we're going to swap him. And then get him out of here. No, not you. The other guy. We'll take this, I guess. Don't really have much of a choice. Bonk. Get bonked. Get bonked. I gotta add that as the channel point reward as well. We're gonna back up a little bit. Like I said, we want to draw them so that they're in range of our ranged guys. That's an elimination, so we might as well take it. You swap, raise terrain, get our shot. We should be okay here. I mean, we got more bad guys coming in, but I'm not too worried. Other than for that guy's in a world of hurt. We're going to eliminate the guy we can kill. So 2 of them panicked, 3 of them panicked. That's actually really good, because they're not going to do anything that is threatening to us now. So we're going to ram this guy while we can. We develop patience on him, which is also cool, so he'll get crits more frequently. We're going to desperately try and keep this guy alive on the off chance that we do get to pick him up for the team. Now, we could have put lifesteal on him, but I don't really want to risk it yet. Actually, we possibly could have leaped over here. We're just going to bonk this guy. That guy's panicked, so he's going to run. Obviously, that guy's panicked as well. Take the shot there. And we'll set up our defensive perimeter here as well. So we're going to just eliminate this guy because we can. And then focus down the other guys. Now, unfortunately, this guy's... Oh, it's that one. I thought the other assassin over here was going to get an attack before we did anything. But that's fine. So we can lifesteal this guy now. And the question is, do we... I'm going to crit to get the extra damage. And we're going to do it this way. It's 135% damage. So now he's up to roughly half health, which obviously makes me feel a lot better about it. We got our automatic crit. We got another crit. Get bonked. And we'll poke him. And down he goes. And now it's time to just wait for the next team. In the meantime, we'll set up these positions, like I said. We have no more charges. Unfortunately, the range guy is going to be a pest. The villagers can just hang out back there. That's fine. We can't hit the range guy. Can we hit him from here? Yes, we can. Alright, so we'll tag him. You can just hang out here. We can actually ram this guy into the oil. Then this guy's going to leap. We're going to put rejuvenation on him, because it's not unlikely that he gets targeted down. He has less health overall. Might have not been necessary, because we could swap here. We're going to leap. We're going to swap. We're going to bonk. Get bonked. We'll raise terrain, keep our high ground advantage. We can only hit this guy. I mean, we could have moved into position to get him, but I'm fine with this. So we knew that guy was going to leap at us, but we're in position so that we don't get auto-killed, which is the main thing. That guy's going to stand in the burning oil. Not really something I would recommend. I mean, it's not an activity that I, usually sign up for, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say standing in burning oil is not going to feel good. I probably should have gone over here and gotten the crit on this guy. Because why is he immobilized? I don't know why he's immobilized. Get bonked. So we'll bonk that guy. We'll continue building our fortress here. Advancing forward. Last wave, and this guy's... okay, he'll just spawn on top of us. Sure, why not? We'll give you hastening. Probably should have given this guy hastening, and the reason for that is so that he can get back out. We're doing that so it's still engaging strikes. That's only a 50-50? We have the high ground. It is kind of far, but I feel like we should have been able to get that. Oh, that's real bad. I think it's time for those guys to dip. That's real bad. Like, why did that guy spawn there in that corner? Standing in burning oil is how fried chicken gets made. It's not the worst thing. I think it depends on whether you're the chicken or not. I feel as though the chicken might disagree with that statement. I mean, I haven't spoken to a chicken in a while. Maybe that's not the case, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say they're probably not a fan. So you did a thing in Mythgard today? What was that, Midge? Get bonked! Did you bonk somebody? Because I just bonked that guy. He exploded when it happened. It's kind of gross. Doesn't necessarily make a whole lot of sense either, but we did, in fact, bonk him, and he did, in fact, explode. We're just trying to preserve that guy, which, like I said, I don't know if it matters. It would be nice if, you know, like, we're not going to lose anybody here. Or, well, I shouldn't say that out loud. The game will hear me. But it's unlikely that we lose anybody here, right? This guy is just going to be obnoxious to get to. It would be nice if, when we eliminate the other ones, that we end up, the guy just runs away or something. Because this is just going to be annoying trying to kill that guy. Because of where he is. I understand why the game doesn't allow that to happen, but it's still kind of annoying. Like, we'll just charge this guy. It kind of limits who's going to be able to attack him, but that's fine. It'll just take a little bit longer. Alright, whatever. You can stand there. You can stand there. You have Lightfoot? He does have Lightfoot, so we can swap. We can poke. Broke his shield. That's pretty good. See, like, it's going to take a month to run these guys up there. That's just the annoying part. I don't want to walk through that trap. High ground. Throw a javelin. We'll pin that guy into the corner momentarily. That's still a 50-50. That's kind of obnoxious. This guy does not have Lightfoot, so we're just gonna get out of the way. This guy might die just from the engaging strikes now. Should be nice. Make our life a little bit easier. You should have Lightfoot. I'm not going to bother checking. There we go. Chop that guy in half. Move on up. And now we just gotta wait until we have someone who can actually attack this idiot. Can you hit him? Can't. You're just out of range. You can't make it either. No engaging strikes. What? He'll get a free shot on him, but I don't care. Because we got him. GG. GG. So you had a dream game of green-purple canines with Juice, Sniffer, Racer, and main green cards. Savage! I love me some canine games. I love some canine games. That's awesome. I mean, Juiced is still really strong, right? Or I assume it's still really strong. We didn't get a whole lot of time with the modifications after the yellow-purple nerf, so I don't think it matters if chickens are a fan of fried chicken or not. They aren't the ones eating it. Well, we were talking about cannibalism earlier, Atona, so maybe. Maybe not. Since we had that cat. Oh, this guy joined the party. The Cultist Engager. With his, like, Hannibal Lecter skin mask. Gross. I actually really like it. Yeah, Canines it is fun. Canines is fun. I hope that it gets more support. I hope it gets more support. I'll repost the updated version on Discord. Okay, cool, cool. All right, so we did get a whole bunch of levels. This is going to be another weird sentence. Speaking of cannibalism, here's another cannibalism mutator. I remembered sniffing. Yeah, I wanted to run, because Vixen is also a canine. So I wanted to run green-purple canines. It's just green-blue, you get a higher density of early game canines, which is typically where I think you want to have them focused. So that's why I was always looking at that one. We can't get a flesh eater here. Part of it, and we're short by barely short. That's obnoxious. Are there any mutators we don't care about? We kind of want all of these. We're just going to bank the life essence for now. Bleeding criticals is pretty good. Bloodlust is pretty good, but I want to save up for stuff like Flesh Eater. Alright, so Urtuk has formed an attachment to range support, which is sweet. We absolutely want him to absorb that. Oh, and the Shattered have shown up. I don't remember if this came up in the other run, but welcome to my humble camp, traveler. Dark times have come to us. A new foe has come from the depths, the Shattered. At the moment, there are 3 tribe leaders of the Shattered who have emerged to the surface a few days ago. They've established a reasonable defense positions. I think they're waiting for an opportunity to strike down or enslave the poor people around here. Let's make a deal. I've got good business going on in the area, and I'd be willing to give you a good reward if you get rid of them. Defeat all 3 leaders of the Shattered, and I will give you a very powerful relic, and one of the Shattered prisoners I was able to capture. All Shattered leaders are up to 2 days' travel from the zone center. Oh, and take this acid. Use it in the fight. It's their vulnerability. So the Shattered they'll show up here like this, and they are actually very difficult fights if not managed properly, because there are a lot of auto kills in their fights, but they're very cool looking enemies, and they have some very cool abilities. So I definitely want to try and run this, but like I said, we're going to try and fight as many things as we can in this run. Okay, so we just defeated things. We know the Shattered are there. Let's level our dudes up. We do need to increase our agility so that we can throw more traps and attack. This guy, I want to have some points in agility so that he can leap and do his thing. We haven't really gotten... Do we even have somebody who can carry an axe? No, we don't. We don't have a berserker or anybody yet. Actually, so this guy is also using bill hooks. He does have immobilizing criticals, which I like, so we're probably going to put him in over one of these footmen. Probably this guy, over Droll here. I'm starting to notice patterns in the names. Like, the names seem to be... You know, like, we've seen the same names. Like, Droll comes up a lot. Maybe not a lot, but it does. This guy will go 1, 2, 3. So this guy's... Yeah, we probably need agility on him so he has more stamina so he can raise or lower terrain as needed. We'll leave Droll's level for now. I'm not real worried about it since he's not going to be in this fight. We're going to try and take this village. We're going to try and take this village so that way we can start getting the resources from it. Okay, so yes, the beasts we released from the tunnels found another home, so that's why beasts were showing up in that other fight. Which, I mean, we talked about. Alright, here we go. The Scavenger's Town Watch. We're going to engage. I thought it said 9, but now it's saying 10. So we need to get up here. Oh, there's a werebeast. There's a werebeast, which is cool, but also dangerous. If they're on the team and we don't cure the werebeastism, lycanthropy, I think it actually is called werebeastism in-game. If we don't cure it, they're going to consume all of our flesh, and we need to find... ways to generate it, or we could be in trouble there. We're going to move over here so we can get this guy. No, we want this guy here. There we go. Thank you. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy's probably about to say, if you defeat them, I'll join your team, but we probably will have to kill them. If you recall, this is going to be similar to the fight where we fought the Swampers, and we ended up having basically a party wipe. We had enough medicine to recover, but we can't afford that now. You think I enjoy fighting for these monsters? I don't. If a lot of them happen to fall into a deep, dark hole, I would be free to choose who I fight for, which is fantastic, except that's not really going to be an option for us. In fact, this guy's going to get on us, like, right now. Actually, raising that might not have been a good idea. Because I was hoping Urtuk could get up there. Well, he can. Okay, never mind. We probably should have trapped behind us. It's interesting that this guy has a leap. It's cool. We'll get our crit there. We almost take this guy out. We're going to be able to... We have multiple leap characters now, so we have a pretty large amount of mobility. This is going to be obnoxious, because they have double ranged here. On top of a very beefy front line. These guys with the clubs have, like, they can just take a ton of punishment. They have a huge amount of armor. They have a good amount of hit points. It's going to be dangerous on multiple fronts. We're going to ram this guy, because it pokes through to hit that guy. We swap. We raise. We move. I think we focus down this guy. He has less hit points. We will drop a trap. That's only a 75% chance. That's kind of annoying. We'll take a shot there. This guy can leap. It does extra damage, which is why it matters. We can leap over here and get a crit. He's also strong versus... What is he strong against? Strong versus armor. Okay, so this guy can beat up armored guys. We could leap over here, but I don't really want to do that. I think we're going to swap here. Actually, we could swap with him and get another crit. Alright, so they didn't elect to try and... Ugh, that's not good. The bleed there is... See, this is what I was afraid of, is leaving a guy back here, is that this guy would be able to leap onto us. I don't know that there's much... Oh, no. Oh, no. We're actually in huge trouble now, because we have double stuns here, so they're not going to be able to do anything. Anytime they get hit, also, they're going to be criticals. We're in deep trouble here. We needed this guy to not advance onto us, and he obviously did. So now we're down 2 guys, like 2 actions here. And they're going to take pot shots on our entire team. We're in deep, deep trouble here. Ugh. Well, there's 1 casualty. We only have 2 medicine. Why are you immobilized? Or am I immobilized? Oh, we're engaged by this guy? God damn it. So Urtuk's gonna take a hit. We can eliminate that guy. We're gonna have to kill this werebeast. Like, we don't really have a choice. We do have last stand now, so we'll last stand this guy. I think we just eliminate him. Alright, we needed that. Nice, the last stand went off, so we, as part of last stand, not only does it keep him alive, but it gives him a life steal hit. There's 2 more guys back there. As well as another range guy. Which we knew, but, like, it's still scary. I don't think we have a choice. We have to kill this guy. As much as I'd like to get another body, we're not gonna live if we don't take him out. Which apparently that was not enough to do it. Oh, boy. Yeah, it was an unfortunate end that we had to do that, but, I mean, we didn't really have much of a choice. We'll bonk this guy. If we can get out of here with only a single casualty, this will be spectacular. But I'm not super optimistic about that. Ugh, our Javelineer is just getting clobbered. Everyone is getting clobbered. We don't kill him. No, don't die. Alright, he has Angel's Pact. That's good. So we're going to leap over here and kill this guy as much as I want to stay on the ranged guy. No! Oh, that was bad. We needed another turn, basically, in order to ensure that that guy lived. Because he would have healed a little bit on his turn, but we obviously didn't get it. This guy is almost assuredly dead, our Javelineer. So we're going to have to do a very careful dance of trying to somehow find medicine. We have to stay around here, because if we don't, this guy's going to slip through and hit the Javelineer. Now, he may do that anyway, but we got to pretend like we can do something about it. That's only a 50-50. So we trap here. This guy won't be able to get to him then. Do you have enough stamina? You do. We have crit charges, so we can just kill this guy. There's the good deflect. We got to be cognizant of this guy's stamina so that way he can actually protect these other guys. We did just cut off our own escape route here. That was a mistake. We should not have done that. We can't move forward, because if we do, then he'll be able to get us here. We could have gone here, and then he wouldn't be able to get us. He would get trapped. So we shouldn't have done this. We should have moved down here. Would have been the correct play. I think this guy has to stay here. Keep bonking. It's a good deflection. No! Oh, goddamn. Alright, that's our 2 medicine. That's our 2 medicine. You have 1 crit. You did not get him. We're in deep trouble here. Wow. Bonk that guy, but we're in deep, deep doo-doo. You have no more crit stacks. We'll give you 1. You bear trap here. I don't know that it really matters. I think we're losing this guy, probably, because the range guys are going to target him. He's not going to get another turn. Unless they go for Urtuk. Okay, so that guy kills him. Oh, God. We're in deep trouble. Post the deck in Discord? Okay, cool. Four down, only 2 medicine. And realistically, I think this guy's going down too. I don't think we can escape in time. Like, we might be able to... We leap over here. He might be able to leapfrog out of here. Is the only thing that I can think of. We get out of here. He can retreat safely. So, now we're on the quest to find medicine. We can go back in and take that fight. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys that are injured. Urtuk is not... Whoop, what was that? Okay, we'll absorb Lightfoot. He's improved the Maul. So we need to find a black market. We can make one medicine. So we'll do that. Oh no, we can create two? Oh no, we have two. We can create one. Urtuk is obviously getting medicine. We can't, like, we have to have him. We'll heal this guy, and we'll heal this guy. Just to get them running. We probably should have given acid to someone. That was a mistake, not having that. But we gotta figure out where the black market is. So we are here. It's probably going to be up here somewhere. We need to go where there's more stuff to unlock. We might have to come back to this. We have a bunch of Trillium. We're going to take this fight, I think. Alright, so his mutation has reached a new stage. It's now triggered a new trait, but he loses some health. So we could give him Improviser, or we could give him Mind of a Genius. He has an Improviser, so we're going to give him Mind of a Genius. We could then hand Improviser to someone else, but he could absorb this, and then we'll be okay. So we're taking this fight, even though we're wasting a bunch of time for the injuries. So, like, now these guys are at 65%. Because I want the resources ticking so that way when we go to the black market, wherever it is, we won't have any issues purchasing the medicine. How are these guys still injured? Oh, those guys are still injured. Yeah, because they're the ones who didn't get any medicine. That's why. So there's only 3 guys. We should be okay, he said, hopefully. This is kind of what happened to us with the Swampers, too. Like I was saying. Not kind of. This is what happened to us with the Swampers. And that's kind of frustrating. In this case, it really was because we got, I think, unlucky with the werewolf being back there. If that was not a werebeast, we probably would have been okay. We cut off our own escape route again. But this guy's going to leap up here. You can bonk this guy. He has God's Blessing. When maximum focus is reached, apply Aegis to self. That's pretty decent. That's pretty good. Alright, so Urtuk can now get basically free shots on these guys. Not free, but... This is more how it's supposed to go. This is more how it's supposed to go. I don't like that we burned through so much medicine. I'm very concerned for the boss fight. The boss fight is going to be colossally bad. Colossally bad. It's also super unfortunate, like I said, that we couldn't pick up the werewolf, especially in this state where if we had more bodies on the team, we could afford to maybe let some of these guys die. They would obviously be lost assets, and we would rather have them not die, but if we can't get the resources to save them, we just can't. But unfortunately, none of those things are true. We don't have the resources, and we can't we couldn't find the bodies to replace them. This is risky. It's not like super risky, but it's kind of risky. We have enough people on the board. Nope. I didn't want to take that 75% shot. It worked out okay, but we could have moved one more space and gotten both the support as well as taking a 100% chance, 100% shot, and not risking hitting our own dude. Alright, so we capture the village. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll give us some medicine. They did not give us any medicine. They did give us a steel axe, which none of our guys can use yet. Probably want to pick up some mutators. Preparation is a pretty good one. Take that. We did get a couple levels. Fortunately, I'm one of the guys who's on his way out the door. Let's search the site. Okay, so we've found the entrance to the next zone. I almost clicked fight, and that would have been very bad. So there's a chance that the black market is up here. The Blood Knight is attached to Vigorous. Great. So we're just going to continue this way. Sure, we'll let him absorb it. So we will get the... Well, actually, we won't get those mutators back if they die, because they absorb them. So maybe we shouldn't have allowed him to absorb it. We're not going to take this fight, obviously. So now he has 10 days before he croaks. Both of them. And plague-infected creatures. Oh, and bounty hunters. When it rains, it pours, chat. When it rains, it pours. Okay, so we did find the black market. We did find the black market. It's going to cost us a fortune to buy this medicine. But it's either that or they die. So, you know. Whoop. What do we get? Moles! A horde of mutated moles have emerged from the underground and begun digging enormous holes out of the landscape. You may see terrain changes from these hideous creatures on the battlefield. So basically what's going to happen here is we have, similar to the fight where we had the villagers who had shovels and they could dig out the terrain, sometimes the terrain just going to drop out from under us and there's going to be burning oil there. A lot of fun, right? Alright, so we have to heal these guys. We're probably just going to hole up here because the bounty hunters are going to be coming for us. We're going to give this guy retaliation. I don't know if we actually want him to absorb Vigorous, to be honest. I kind of want to let him, but I'm not sure. We're spreading it a little even because I do want people to have more agility. It's just making it weird. Arguably, we should have put, like, Lightfoot onto a weapon, maybe? I don't think we have any weapons that are worth it. Like, these are steel. If they were silver, I'd probably do it. But they're not. Alright, so the bounty hunters start down here, I think. I think we're going to work our way back over here, because there were some normal and easy missions. Part of me wants to try and take this village. But given how the last one went, I'm not super enthusiastic about it. We do have to go back this way anyway, so... This was normal. It's claiming it's normal. But we've now gotten clobbered on 2 different village fights. So we're going to hold off for now. We are going to try and save the whole zone as much as we can. There's a clan of cultists abducting people. Let's put a stop to that. Investigating this location, you discover the hidden entrance to a cave. Descending deeper, you come upon a group of unusually dressed individuals engaged in some kind of ritual. They're using defenseless villagers as an offering. How about... That's a no. Wait, what? Alright, so we have beasts and we have cultists? Are the beasts on the cultist side? Because that would be really bad. That would be really bad. These guys are still injured? Those guys are still injured. I got a little overexcited putting them in the fight. So what I think we're going to do is we're at least going to swap this guy out. This guy's under-leveled by comparison, but it's less likely that we lose someone. We're going to risk it with him because I'm not putting in this guy. He's useless. Did I not promote the other guy? Come on, Droll. Get with the program, buddy. This is just a horrendous starting position, too. Do not be tempted to intervene, vagabonds, or we will make quick work of you as well. Once we put down these hapless villagers, let's kill the travelers and loot their corpses. Haha. So we don't have auto kill zones available to us. This guy is going to one-shot somebody. It's just a question of who and when. So we've got to kill this range guy. The hope here... Yeah, they're the moles. The hope here is that the beast does not come after us. Because if he does, we're going to absolutely be in trouble. This guy can body block for now. We got to keep you in the back. I mean, we could go here and leap, but he's going to end up on the damn spikes. We'll put you over here. And then this way he can deflect. Okay, so they're targeting the villagers. We obviously need... Oh, the villagers are fighting back! And the beasts are not attacking us. Okay, good. So them splitting their forces is going to make a big deal. It's going to make a huge difference. I mean, granted, they're obviously not... Okay, so that guy just used Man-Splitter, which is a very important ability to know that they have access to. Man-Splitter does an enormous amount of damage and will one-shot someone. Okay, so you can see the moles here just, like, destroyed this terrain. This guy can go here for now, I guess. This guy's just going to try and take down the cultists. Now, that might mean that he turns around and starts fighting me, but I'm hoping that that's not the case. So we do have one turn before Man-Splitter guy becomes a problem. He has to take a turn to recover his stamina. Okay. So they're going after the villagers, which is not necessarily great. Like I said, we need to keep them alive. But the villagers are putting up a fight. The villagers are putting up a fight. So I think we can leap over this. Because he has to advance somehow. So the reason we're going here is because otherwise this guy's going to get crit. Our engager, who ironically enough is a cultist as well. We got to kill this thing before we can advance with everybody. We do get a double hit there, which is sweet. Like, that's important. You have a 50-50 there. I don't really want to walk onto the spikes, but I don't know that we have much of a choice. We will lay some traps. Gotta take down the beast. This is a crit here. We're gonna go for that. The alternative could have been attacking the guys above him to the north, because then we would have gotten a hit on both. That guy's healing, and that's kind of annoying. Are you serious? You didn't kill him? Alright, so this guy's now primed and ready to do Man-Splitter, which is not good. That guy's got to leave or he's going to take an injury. We're swapping him out so that way he's more protected, because he will just be straight up dead if something bad happens. This guy might tank a hit from this guy. It's unlikely. Like, how much damage does he do? We don't actually know. 83, and he does what? 150% more? He might be able to tank a hit from it. We can't actually hit these guys. Who can we hit? We can bonk that guy. That's not good. So we'll get rid of him. We absolutely cannot let this guy connect with Urtuk. Like, that can't happen. Unfortunately, one of the villagers looks like he's going to have to sacrifice his body for the team. What we should have done was thrown a trap. We could have trapped this guy here. That was a mistake. Now this guy could take either path. We need to... Well, I guess we're hitting him. I don't want to take the 50-50s here. We can last stand somebody. We maybe should have put it on the War Monk, to be honest. And maybe we should have just gotten him out of here, because I don't know that he's going to do much of anything. Alright, so that protects him somewhat. Our engager. Alright, that... Yeah, that villager was toast. It's unfortunate. He is out of breath. This guy does have engaging strikes. But I think we are going to go after this guy. No. What? So I think he's going to leap here. If we go here... Because we need to take this guy down. He has to go. Oh boy, we're not really saving many villagers. We're also not saving this guy. He is not going to make it. Whoa, that is really bad. That guy is getting pulverized. Alright, well that move is not good. That's 100, that's 50. We'll take the 100, I guess. You still have a crit charge. This guy just has to leave. He's probably dead to the poison. No, the poison should wear off this turn. Alright, so this guy goes next. Which means he might be dead. Our War Monk, I mean. Nope, he's going after Urtuk. So we could back up and ram this guy. I don't know if it'll kill him. I don't think so. Get engaging strikes this guy. The problem is that we need our Blood Knight to kill this guy, or he's killing somebody. I'm hoping this kills him. It did not. Oh my god. Do you have a crit? He's injured, so he's going to do less damage no matter what. Oh yeah, we can't do that, so you're going to jump on the spikes. We have to hope that this crit kills him. It did not. So he's dead now. Oh no, that guy was out of stamina. Okay, so we get another chance. This guy's just going to have to run. Who do we last stand here? Does our War Monk have... He's immobilized. We're going to last stand the War Monk. It may be preemptive. Ugh, there goes another villager. Alright, so we take this guy down. We'll get the high ground. We'll take out the big guy. So that makes me feel a lot safer. We can fight through the rest of this. I think. We could flip our guy, but I don't care. That's not good. This guy is screwed now, because he's going to have to walk through the spikes. He trapped him, like we trapped him in a corner. We needed to have him run this way, but We can do this to keep him occupied. Then we leap here. Who is this? The War Monk? This is the War Monk. So we'll go up here. We now have crits coming in. Bonk. Get bonked. Does he have stamina? He has stamina, so he's still engaged, so he's going to get hit. Which means we probably want a rejuvenation, so he'll heal a little bit. And we probably need to do this as well. I think we want to go this way. Oh my god, how do you still have stamina? Stop. So we want to go this way to get away from this guy. I don't want him to move and then be able to leap onto him. Alright, we'll take our 100% shot. You do have a critical charge. So we get a crit there. Stop beating up the villagers. Stop. Alright, good news, bad news. Good news is we didn't lose anybody else. The bad news is we lost a lot of the villagers. We lost a lot of villagers. Honestly, I don't know that there was much else we could have done to preserve them. But it sucks, because we're just going to get, like, no rewards out of this. Notably, no medicine. Which is what we really need to ensure that we're okay here. You should not be there. Because now we can't ram this idiot. We could have swapped there to get another attack. Bonk, exactly. I do want to make that channel point redemption, because I think it'll be fun. That's why I was stripping stuff out of the previous Urtuk stream. This is kind of dangerous. We should not have moved Urtuk there. Running through the spikes there was very dangerous. So if we move back, can we ram this guy? We can. Okay, good. So it pushes him off the villager, which is the main reason. Mole, stop digging up the terrain. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but it's just annoying that it keeps popping up telling me moles are digging up the terrain. You still have crit charges, so we pop them. Okay. Okay, we managed to get through that one. That was way harder than it needed to be. I'm going to call it an evening. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure where we're going to be streaming yet, but usual time, usual channel. So as always, everybody, thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and Black Lives Matter.